Hello my War Thunder enthusiasts, Dirty Bun here, and welcome back to my channel. First I would like to thank you all for the support in my first video, it means a lot. And first, for this time I will bring you the F-86 A5 Sabre. In this footage the display was pretty much dead stock, which means it had no upgrades. And since this was the 1.45 footage, I was trying to rush for the tracer belt, but since I have the default belt, it pretty much has the same effect as the one on the 1.47, which means you rely on wing clipping. For this game, I try to go straight into the enemy, like northeast. Pretty much the same as in the F-86. You want to zoom climb because it's the most effective way to gain altitude on this plane. But not too much altitude, because the Sabres perform way better in low altitude. Another reason why I picked this footage is because in the other footage I had on the 1.47 patch on this plane is that it was a low tier match, which on the Tu-62s and the other planes, which I didn't find particularly interesting. And on this match, as you will see, that there were mixed Sabres, 163s, which are the enemies you will mostly face in the A5. We are slowly approaching our zoom climb speed. The optimal zoom climb would be around 850 to 900. You can go, of course, even higher, but we mostly don't have the time because the acceleration on the Sabre isn't really reliable. So you want to put yourself into danger of 163s catching you, which happens a lot, especially on Bulge and Korea. Now we are approaching the map border, so I'm just trying to get away from it, so I don't get bumped closer to the enemy. Still no contact. As you may see, the rest of the team is also going straight into the enemy, which I don't really support, but not much you can do about it, unless you're in a squad, which I highly recommend you fly this thing in. Now we're leveling off at 3,300 meters, just trying to get some speed up. Now, in comparison to the other Sabres, which are the F-25, the F-2, and the CL, and the F-30, the only advantage you have in the A5 is the turn rate, which means you will outmaneuver Sabres if you get into the mixed battles, which I think this is a mixed battle as well. Also, the CLs and F-2s, they're all slightly less maneuverable, just enough for you to make them overshoot, maybe even catch them in a low altitude turn fight, which I don't recommend, but if you're in a 1 versus 1 situation, you might as well do that. Because now, at this moment, we are approaching the team. There's still no contact. While we're still trying to gain speed and fight enemies, I also realized that I was missing the game sound in the previous video on the F-80. Not sure why that happened. Here we go, the first contact with CL. He's diving below me, so I'm trying to catch him up now. And the A5 can break its wings, but I'm not sure where's the sweet spot in the speed, because I do recommend not using boosters on any Sabre, because they will make you break your wings on medium to high speeds. Whereas without using boosters, you will lock up above 950, which will stop you from breaking your wings, but also make you less maneuverable, which I prefer that other than breaking wings, similar to the MiG. And here is the rest of the enemy team, all in a large furball. I'm just trying to pick them off. I see a lonely MiG-15. You can catch a MiG-15 even in a stock A5. You just have to be patient. I'm just trying to scare him off by shooting him to make him lose speed, so I can get closer. I see a 262 to my side, but I'm not worried. Now he's trying to pull up some sketchy maneuvers, so I'm just gonna break off so I don't ram him, which happens a lot if you lock up into weird maneuvering enemies. Another MiG zooming by. Now I'm just trying to make the 262 stall out and pull below him so I can continue attacking the MiG. Got a little bit of lucky right there. Now I see the MiG is landing, so I'm gonna try to kill him before he does that. Just making sure I have the right angle. He is pretty damaged, so I'm just trying to finish him off. Even though he is missing a wing and a tail, he's still marked as alive, so I'm just trying to make use of it. Walking back around, making sure the 262 doesn't catch me. Just a few more rounds to finish him off the other way. Now, since the 262 has still his booster running, he is rapidly catching me, so I have to make him overshoot. You can do this like me with air brakes and rolling, or just doing rolls without air brakes if there's multiple enemies on you. But since he's alone, I can do that. Couple of hits. Now I'm just making sure he doesn't turn, so I can run away. I'm just looking where's the rest of my team. The 262 is still catching up. I'm gonna try to pull the same maneuver, but in a bit of a different pattern, so he doesn't predict what I'm doing. As you see, he's not letting me accelerate, so I have to keep rolling. While I'm pulling straight up. And now I'm switching to the 163s. Now I'm in a dangerous situation. He's gonna try to do a snapshot, so I'm not gonna pull down, pull to the side. Do not try to turn fight 262s in a Sabre. Now the meteor is in danger, so I'm trying to make the 163s break off. I'm not gonna try to run up to the second 163 because the other one is closing in. Going straight to the 262. I'm just trying to finish off the gliding 163. As you may notice, the default ammo pretty much behaves as the ammo in the 1.47. Now the 262 is out of boosters, which means he's pretty much useless. Now I'm trying to catch up the other 163 who's probably gonna try to land. Doing a short head-on. I do not recommend head-ons in Sabres, but I know he's just trying to do a desperate head-on, so he's not gonna even try to break off. He's just gonna go straight into me, so I was pretty much sure I was gonna hit him. Now I see that 163 is trying to land, while the 262 is still trying to catch me. Closing in. He's just barely flying. Set on fire, but the fire is still out because he's out of fuel. Now this is where I made a mistake, and I wasn't sure should I help the Sabre with the 262 or should I go down and kill the 163. So I tried to do a pass on the 163 after all. Almost made myself crash, but the 163 is still alive. So I tried to do another pass. But I was a bit too late. I'm not sure why the hell is he still alive, but oh well. He's gonna be now the main target for the rest of the match, because he's pretty much in the best position now. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is burning 262 and a CL who just flew by me. I'm just waiting for someone to engage me. I'm gaining as much speed as I can. Even though I was going only 700, I will still be able to outrun 163 eventually. In the meantime, you can look at the glorious camo. I don't know why did I put a German camo on the American Sabre. It looks nice. Take note here that you don't want to run from a 163 in a straight line, especially not the one who's slowly gaining on you. You never know if he is using stealth or has his convergence set above 500 or 600 meters. So I'm just trying to do a slightly negative with positive G's. He's breaking off. He has broken off. At this moment only the CL and the 163 are alive. The Meteor is still on the runway, and the other A5 is near me. Now we have visual on both. Yeah, not sure if... Oh, that was the other F-25 crashed. A short burst on the CL. Now I'm going to try to focus on the CL because the 163 is too far away, and I don't want the CL to get on my tail. So we're now engaging in turn fights. I'm just trying to pull up as much as I can so that he doesn't have any aim on me. As you saw, I critted his gear leg, which will help a lot. That really help a lot. Now I am running low on ammo, so I'm just trying to poke him. Damage tail. Now I see the 163 is closing in, so I'm just going below him, hoping he's gonna break his wings. Now I'm making sure the CL knows he's screwed without his gear leg, because you know he can't land. What's he gonna do? Kill me? I don't think so. Okay, looping back around to the CL. The Meteor is, I think he's taking off at the moment. Now I'm making sure that the team knows what I did to the enemies, so they can expose the weakness. Not expose. Damn it, what's the word for it? Take advantage, yes. Thank you, English. I just noticed that the CL has the cannon food title. Too bad I don't have cannons on this Sabre. Now I'm trying to decide which one of them I should engage. And it's probably going to be the CL, because he's low on speed and he's a lot more dangerous than the 163. Now, the reason I missed there is because I didn't compensate for the rudder, so it screwed me over into the shot. It's the only annoying thing about the Sabre, because you roll like a madman, and the rudder can screw you over when you try to make slight adjustments to the side, like this. Now I have to constantly tap the A button. Okay, making sure the CL is dead. At this moment I didn't realize that I was running low on fuel as well, and I'm pretty much out of ammo. So my decision was to try to ram the 163, or at least make him lose all his speed, fuel and ammo. So he's closing in and cutting throttle, deploying air brakes. Unfortunately I failed. It's still a pretty interesting match. I decided I was gonna record the rest of the match, so it's your choice if you want to watch it till the end. On the next video I will be covering either the F-25 Sabre or in stock format, or the German MiG-15 BIS in stock format. So thank you for watching and enjoy.